it's your time. Yeah, I'm excited too, for real, for real. I love pitching. I love towing the bump. I love competing with other guys. So anxious to help you guys develop arms, see where we can take you guys. So first, I'm going to introduce you guys to the grip. All right. The way that I want you guys to hold the ball, even with infielders, outfielders, whoever right now, I think it's very important that the grip is established. All right. You don't just want to grab the ball and throw the ball different every time. Right. So you want to grip the ball with either a two seam. You can go with the seams, or you can go against the seams. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you go with the seams, and we get you to the right spot with your arm and your release point, this ball will run away from a righty into a lefty, and the two seam will have a little bit of diving action to it. So down into a righty, basically. Well, you guys made a lot of money on two seam fastballs. I love the two-seam fastball. I really like the four-seam fastball. It's because I threw hard. All right, the four-seam fastball is held like this. All right, across the seams. You can either throw it with the horseshoe to your index finger, or the horseshoe away from your index finger and your middle finger, I guess. So this ball is going to be a little bit flatter. All right, it's an easier pitch to locate. It doesn't run on you near as much. And you're going to throw this pitch about 4 or 5 miles an hour harder than your two seam when you become advanced. So every time that you hit the ball, it doesn't matter if you do it in your glove or in your hand, we want to get set up to where we're throwing with that grip that we like, all right? And not only is that grip held with the two or the four seam, you guys need to have that ball out on your fingertips. Right? We don't want to be choking the ball deep. That's not good. You're going to be a lot less accurate, and you're not going to throw the ball with as much velocity. The first changeup I'll teach you guys is the ball get deep in your hand, all right? But we're a ways off from that, because before any changeup ever get thrown with my guys, you got to locate your fastball, all right? So the most important thing right now is getting the fundamentals down and the mechanics down with your pitching approach. If you notice too, when I hold the ball, there's a pretty sizable gap, hence the ball out on my index finger, all right? So notice that gap, it's a good ½ inch. So your fingers, as far as placement, aligning your fingers together, they need to be close, all right? They need to be close. I know a lot of you guys throw with 3 fingers. That's fine. I'm not saying that you magically have to have your hand grow. Like, that's stupid. If you grip the ball with 3 fingers, you can still throw a 4-seam fastball. You can still throw a 2-seam fastball. I just don't want your fingers spread apart. I want your fingers together. Keep the ball out on your fingertips. That is going to help you with your accuracy and velocity. I think some guys are holding the ball too deep, and I think that the fingers are spread too far apart. If I throw that pitch right there and that pitch right there, I'm going to throw with more velocity with that pitch. 100% guarantee it. All right? So every time that you throw, it's okay if you want to do a 2-seam and a 4-seam. What I don't want is you guys just to grab the ball. I'm trying to create routine with you guys, all right? And I think it's important that for now, that you guys grab the ball, either do it in your glove, throw the ball the same way. Throw a 4-seam for a month straight. Get used to the grip. Throw the 2-seam. Get used to the grip. Every time you grab the ball, that's like when I grab a ball in the infield or the outfield, it's real easy for me to pick up my glove and rotate that ball. See, I just found my grip, right? So ball spinner right there, 4-seam. 2-seam, all right? 4-seam, all right? That's just by routine, right? I throw 4-seam all the time, so I know how the ball comes out of my glove. I know where it needs to be. If you do this from the get-go right now, it's going to help you when you go. Now that we've established the grip, we come set, we gotta separate. We gotta get to that point to where we break our hands away from one another and we get our arm up to the correct location. Alright? The separation from where you come set at or your wind up is really, really important. Just as important as getting the ball back to the correct location and the correct angle with your arm. If you separate correctly, all right, it's going to set you up in the right position to throw. This is a drill that is really simple. All right, it is just breaking your hands with your thumbs going down. Your thumbs go down. Your left thumb is pointed at the target. This ball is pointed at center field. If you notice, I'm not at 90 degrees and I'm not flat. This creates arm lag. This creates arm problems. You can look at it and say, I'm showing the ball to center field, but when I say show the ball to center field, I don't want him to see the two fingers holding the top of the ball. I want that. He should be able to see your thumb. The ball goes directly behind your head. We want to create a straight line, a straight path with whatever it is that we're throwing at. If you break out like this, my line is off. If you break like this, my line is off. Because when you break, you are going to step. That's part of the timing with the pitcher. We want to step in a straight line. So the break has got to be straight. With the thumbs down, ending up right there. I can't stress this enough on how important this is. Everything that we establish right now is going to be from the stretch until I am comfortable with your arm slot. This position, when you get to it right here, is going to establish your arm slot. If you get right here, we're going to open a door and pull it right to our head. So, a simple drill that you can do in your bathroom, and I did it a lot of times when I had a mirror. It doesn't really matter where your feet are. Get set, basically like a prayer position. Hold the ball correctly with that grip. Get set. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. After the thumbs have gone down and you're comfortable with that, if you look at it, both of my thumbs, if they go down, they end up down. So if we keep the thumbs down from the break to this point right here, we're going to be setting ourselves up in a straight line. When you get to the point to where you want to look in a mirror, it's easier, I think, to look in a mirror, set a mirror up behind you, come from the break, get to this position right here, and take a look in the mirror and see if you're showing the ball to the center fielder. If you're holding the ball, basically it's at a 45-degree angle. We're going to get to the arm slot, but this is going to determine where your arm slot is, and this rotation right here will allow you guys to get on top of the baseball. So make sure that you're double checking, even if your dad's got to go out there with you, whatever. These are really fast reps that you can do by yourself at home with a mirror, with dad, with mom, brother, whoever. It's a checkpoint. Am I good? I'm good. Nope. Got to adjust it. That's just an elbow bend. That's all that is. The reason that we don't want to get Too high is not just because of arm lag. This puts a lot of stress on the shoulder. From right here, yes, there's still stress on the shoulder, not near as much. When it's flat, and then we go to rotate, I'm going to have the tendency to want to drop down, or my arm's sitting there playing catch up, and I'm leading with my elbow, causing a lot of tension on the elbow. So that's the reason that we do not want the arm flat. We don't want it too high. The other reason is because the hitter can see it. We don't want the hitter to see our ball until we get to this point right here. From the break. So from the break, we want to come set at the break again. Thumbs go down right by my hips. Right there, setting me up in a direct line with the target that I'm throwing at. Not only am I holding a straight line, I'm hiding the ball from the hitter. It's going to give me an advantage with the hitter. He's not going to be able to determine what kind of pitch that I'm throwing. And it doesn't matter about what pitch. Is bottom line, if you pick the ball up right here as opposed to right here, he can see you and time you a whole lot differently than the ball getting right here. It's harder to time than picking the ball up when it comes out of your glove. If you're sloppy with your mechanics and your break is like this and it goes straight back and not down, it is going to give the hitter the advantage there. That's not what we want. We want the advantage. We want everything that we can get out of this bump, all right? We want to determine what we're going to throw this guy, all right? And we want to, sometimes you guys are going to play games and you guys are going to play cat and mouse up there, all right? So the more tricks that we have, the more that we can hide the ball, all right? The advantage then goes to us instead of the hitter. Very important checklist. When you come set, I think it is much easier to come set from the chest position and establish your thumbs down, out, and around, all right? So, set, break. You can do it from here. You can still do it from right here. If you guys are belly button set, guys, I'm not going to change it because it's not who I am as a coach. All right? If you guys are comfortable on the bump doing that, that's who you are. I am going to tell you, if you get right here, you need to go straight down with your thumbs though. The same thing applies. You come set right here, thumbs have got to rotate down. If you come set right here, your thumbs have got to rotate down. We got to get to the same position. The thumbs rotating down right past both of your hips. Right past both of your hips. And check yourself when you do this. And everything is going to implement into the next thing that we're doing with basic fundamental pitching mechanics. When I'm right here, I can get my shoulders hunkered in. It's easier for me to get to my balance point, and it's easier for me. I have a long range of motion. I like that in pitchers. As long as you can hide the ball, a long range of motion means that you are going to throw harder. So this right here, as opposed to right here, for me, it was harder for me to get long from right here, and it affected my balance. I had the tendency to get on the front foot because I came set like that, and it just was not working for me. So my pitching coach, Marty Patton, was the one that changed it and said, let's come to a chest high set. So when I came to a chest high set, I came set right here, allowed me to get right here, then right there. Yes, the glove is tucked in. But when I flashed my thumb was down, and I have the ability to go from right here. Plus, I'm old, and I don't throw very much anymore, so my balance is bad. Set. Boom. Boom. Okay, that was a little bit better. So now we've gone through the grip and the break. Now we got to get to that power point. We're not working on balance yet. Still mechanical. This is the drill that we're going to use. As we've broken, with our thumbs going down past our hips, we're getting in that power position. We're getting in that arm slot where we're giving ourselves the ability to start throwing the ball downhill. In order to do that, when I'm set up with my thumb down, I open a door with the glove and take the glove right to my left hip. If I do that, it forces my right side through. Simple physics tell you that if you do this right here and you yank it like that, it's going to naturally force that right side through. That's why getting set up like this, it creates more of a rotation to get back here, which throws you up right here, keeps the plane straight and downhill. So what I'd like to see is this stride, set, open a door, and throw. Your release point should be out in front. And when I say out in front, it's out here. It's not here, and it's not here. Like right there. So you want to be long with your motion. Step, right here, throw. And it's okay to stop this after you've stepped. Stop right there, and then go. You can check yourself when you're doing this drill. That's fine. There's absolutely no problem in making sure that you have your thumb down. I just want you guys to stride out a little bit, and you don't have to take the step first. You can go ahead and take that stride, be right here, thumbs down at the hips, and then go. That's fine with me. The important thing is this glove turn, this front side. Guys, do not pay enough attention and enough focus to the right side and the front side. This glove points to my target, to whatever I'm throwing at. Everything's on a line. I'm creating power with my front side when I'm pointing that glove in. I'm allowing my hips to open up, and I'm allowing some clearance for that arm to come through. If these two arms do not work in unison, you are going to be off balance and you are going to be inaccurate. Guys, we'll lead with the elbow. I want you to try it my way. Just try it my way. Get here, here, here. Okay? And I'll do that long so there's not a glitch in my arm. Here, here, here. Right? You see that? I mean, it is so important. Now watch the left arm, front arm not involved. I'll do as fast as I can. You see how jerky my head is there? My head's straight, it's down on the line, I'm balanced when I finish. Incorporate that front side. Thumbs down at the break, past your hips, set up at 45 where they cannot see the ball. Open that door aggressively. Point at your target with the gloved hand. Pull that thing right to your left hip. It's going to force that right side to come through. And you're going to see it's going to determine where your arm slot is. If you get set up on the right plane right here, it's going to be impossible for you guys to drop down. Might be able, some of you guys might figure out that you're a little bit more over the top. It's that front hand that's going to establish that. That turn right there, that's the reason that the thumb is down. That turn. More force, allowing this arm to work with this arm, getting that arm in the correct slot to throw downhill hard. Off the mound. This is what we're getting to.